Buster wandered the streets of the city, his dirty fur wet from the rain. His eyes read longing and his soul was frightened and lonely. He was a stray puppy, wandering in search of something warm and kind. The rainy day was a turning point for Buster. He was standing in the rain, shivering from the cold, when a little girl named Emily approached him. Her eyes sparkled with kindness and helpfulness as she reached out her hand to the poor puppy. Buster perked up, his heart stopping for a moment.
"Hello, little one. Are you cold?"
Emily said, smiling. Buster felt the girl's gentle touch, her hands warming his trembling body. She took a piece of bread out of her purse and handed it to Buster. He gratefully accepted the gift, and an invisible but strong bond formed between them.
"You'll be with me, okay?"
Emily said, looking into Buster's eyes. The puppy nodded, as if understanding every word. Emily couldn't leave a stray puppy like this. She talked her parents into taking Buster home. Emily's family set up a cozy place for him, gave him toys and treats. Buster gradually stopped being a stray, and his dirty coat glistened with cleanliness.
"You have a home now, Buster. You'll be our friend,"
Emily said, stroking his soft fur. Buster wagged his tail cheerfully, as if he agreed. Buster became Emily's faithful companion. He always met her at the door, looking at her with his grateful eyes. He was a devoted friend who never left her in times of need.
"You're my best friend, Buster,"
Emily said as she hugged him. Buster guarded her, being a kind of invisible guardian angel. Their friendship grew every day.
"Do you think we'll be the best of friends, Buster?"
Emily asked, looking into the eyes of her furry companion. The puppy just licked her hand, and Emily realized that they had already become an inseparable part of each other. As the years passed, their bond only grew stronger. Buster grew older, but his love for Emily remained constant. He was with her through joy and sorrow, laughter and tears. Buster's rescue was not only an act of kindness, but a great gift to the entire family. And then one day, when Buster was already many years old, Emily noticed that his steps had become heavy, and his gaze was filled with wisdom and fatigue. In the evening, sitting in their cozy home, she approached her faithful friend, who lay at her feet.
"Buster, are you all right?"
She asked quietly, stroking his gray muzzle. The dog only sighed sadly in response and stared into the fire in the fireplace, as if remembering a long and rich life.
"We've been through so much together, haven't we?"
Emily continued, sitting down next to him. Buster nodded slowly, his gaze now full of appreciation and love.
"You've always been there for me when I was sad, and shared in my joy. Buster, you are my best friend."
The dog lifted his muzzle and licked her hand as if he wanted to convey his incredible gratitude. That evening, Buster nestled at Emily's feet, as if realizing it was time to say goodbye. They spent the evening in silence, savoring the moments that remained. Then, as night fell, Emily tucked Buster into his favorite pillow, cuddling him.
"Thank you, Buster. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I will never forget your loyalty and love,"
she whispered as she stroked his soft fur. In the morning, Emily woke up feeling empty next to her. Buster was gone. She found him in his favorite spot in the garden where he had last laid down in the sunshine. Emily knelt down, hugging her faithful friend.
"Goodbye, Buster. You will always be in my heart,"
she whispered, looking at the dog whose gaze already carried no shadow of pain or longing. Emily cried as she hugged her faithful friend, but in her tears there was not only grief, but gratitude for the moments of happiness they had spent together. Buster was gone, but his spirit remained in that cozy home they had created together. And in Emily's heart remained eternal love for her loyal friend, who gave her true happiness. The story of Buster and Emily's devotion and friendship became a legend in their town. Although Buster was no longer with them, his spirit and love continued to live on in the hearts of those who had once rescued this homeless puppy and given him a real home. Coming soon is a touching and exciting commercial, Best Friend's Heart. Emily decides to change her life by getting a dog named Rocky. But what starts out as an ordinary adventure turns into a real heroic act. Capable of self-sacrifice, Rocky the dog will become a key element in a story that will point the way to true friendship, loyalty and love. Prepare for an incredible emotional ride and discover what a true best friend's heart can do. Thanks friend. Subscribe to the channel and give it a like.